Bring in William Taylor, who was U.S. ambassador to Ukraine from 2006 to 2009. Thank you for joining us this morning. I want to start with the same question that I asked Alina there. How much do you think American politics will play a role in the NATO summit this week?
Well, Brooke, the NATO summit is going to be focused on Ukraine, as you've reported. And it's very important for Ukraine to win this war. Americans understand that. The American people have demonstrated and have indicated their support for Ukraine and, frankly, have indicated their support for NATO. So whoever is in the White House is going to reflect that strong support. That Ukraine discussion is going to be the important one this week.
But to Alina's point, she mentioned that there are concerns about a second Trump presidency, given his comments, rather, about NATO. So do you think that NATO delegates are expecting President Biden to address the growing concerns, even coming from members of his own party?
They will certainly expect President Biden to address the importance of NATO and stress the importance of supporting Ukraine by all NATO members. And so President Biden, I think, will be focused on NATO and on Ukraine. That's what he has to do in the first instance. In the second instance, he has to worry about the election. But the first thing this week is going to be this NATO summit.
There was an article that came out of Politico that says that NATO hopes to Trump-proof the alliance. What do you think that even looks like?
In order to go forward, NATO has to prepare for how it's going to support Ukraine over time. Right now, there have been ad hoc organizations that met regularly, have been very effective, but those organizations can be consolidated under NATO, and so they can make it more effective. The support for Ukraine will be more effective after this summit with this consolidation of institutions.
I do want to ask you very quickly before I let you go. There was an article that came out that said that NATO members are very concerned over U.S. stability. Would you agree with that statement?
Look, NATO members recognize that the United States is the leader of this alliance. And so they are looking to see steady leadership from the United States. That's what they'll be looking for. That's what they hope for. That's what's going to be necessary to defeat the Russians in Ukraine. So NATO is there. That kind of steady leadership from the United States is really important to all NATO allies.
William Taylor, thank you so much for joining us.
Thanks for watching, everybody. Go to joinnn.com to find News Nation on your television provider. Also, don't forget to click that red subscribe button below to get more of News Nation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.